Get to our top stories right now. New this morning, a large police presence in North Minneapolis is raising questions. We are still working to learn more, but this happened on the eastbound lanes of 94. This was at the intersection of Broadway. Minneapolis police and state patrol were on the scene. Now, we have heard reports of a shooting, but we are still waiting from police to confirm if anyone was hurt. We, of course, will give you updates just as soon as we get them. And lots of questions still remain this morning as to what led to a deadly plane crash into a home in Brooklyn Park over the weekend.
Right now, investigators believe only the pilot died and the person who was at the home inside miraculously escaped unharmed. Our Pauline Lee joins us from the scene with the very latest on this investigation. Pauline.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we do expect investigators to be out here for much of the day today. They were out here for a lot of the weekend here trying to salvage what they could of that plane, bring it to a secure location for more investigative work here. But we know it's dark out. Let me just step out of the way here. You can kind of see crime scene tape, not just at that lamppost here, but it's around the backyard. It's actually much of the neighborhood that is still taped off here in crime scene tape, and there's still a police presence out here as well, just to make sure that no one tampers with the scene here as investigators are still working on collecting evidence. Let's take you back to the weekend here. Surveillance video shows the moment the plane plunging from the sky right through the roof of a Brooklyn Park home. It immediately exploded into flames. FAA saying that plane left Des Moines, Iowa Saturday afternoon. It was on its way to the Anoka County Blaine Airport when it crashed. Now, NTSB leaders, they arrived yesterday saying that they'll be looking at a number of factors to try and determine what went wrong. That includes the weather, the pilot's experience, previous maintenance on the plane, among other things. But they also said the extent of the fire will make the investigation challenging.
The fire actually, obviously does more damage, so that will provide additional challenges. There is significant damage to the aircraft, as is obvious, but we will piece through that and we will glean all of the information we can from it.
Now, the NTSB is expected to release a preliminary report in about a couple of weeks here. Don't expect any cause of the plane crash in that report. That is just the details that they are collecting here at the scene here and will be collecting later on today. Meanwhile, the pilot, the lone person who was killed in this crash, is believed to be a U.S. bank executive. We'll have more on how the community is remembering him coming up in about 30 minutes, guys.
Pauline Lee live in Brooklyn Park with that update. Pauline, thank you. We do not want to turn our attention to neighboring Wisconsin because candidates there are making a final push. This is for tomorrow's high-stakes election for the Wisconsin Supreme Court.
You may have seen some of these ads on your TV here. This is the first major statewide race in Wisconsin since President Trump's election. It could also determine the future of abortion and election disputes. So Susan Crawford, she is the Democratically backed candidate. She is a circuit court judge in Madison right now. She's running against former Republican Attorney General Brad Schimmel, who President Trump has endorsed. Now, the controversy in this race is focused on Elon Musk, who has spent $20 million trying to influence the race. Not only has Musk donated to Schimmel's campaign, he's also offering Wisconsinites $100 to sign a petition against so-called activist judges.
How's it going? What do you think of my hat?
So yesterday, Musk held a town hall in Green Bay. He handed out two $1 million checks to people who had signed his petition. Earlier in the day, the state Supreme Court in Wisconsin refused to hear a last-minute attempt by the state's Democratic Attorney General to stop that giveaway. Wisconsin Attorney General had argued that Musk's payments are intending to sway votes.